Now you can.
All of the hunger.
Thank you.
Last time we left off, you guys had stood up to Ambrosia of the Flayoon tribe, saying, we're not going to do your homework anymore. We're going to do our own thing. We're going to dance to the beat of our own tune. And she's like, all right, well, have fun, but we're kind of going to just rescind your invitation into our house. So, good luck out there. Thanks for doing business. And she kept your chemo. Which you guys weren't necessarily fans of anyways. But anyways, she kept the chemo. And all hell broke loose because all of the Tekeknu seemed to be getting jailed broken. A bunch of bugs flew in and started causing a bunch of havoc. And even one of you got caught on fire for a while. They forgot about it. It's great.
Not really relevant.
And you guys ran up into the trees and fought your way into a recess in one of the bowls. And from there, you had discovered what looked like it was a hollowed tree, a dead, dying, rotten tree. That there was maybe a path downward or upward. And you guys, wanting to get the heck out of there, decided to attempt climbing upward. And that is where we left off with Ilya, just starting to use his, I believe, a sword and a dagger as ice climbing picks, essentially trying to stab into the loose, spongy-like inner wood of this tree in an effort to climb up.
Yeah.
And
oh yeah.
Change over to
Ba-da-da-do.
So
And just remember, if we fall thousands of feet, guys, we're probably not going to be able to reconstitute ourselves this time.
Yeah. Yeah, this is real stakes now.
Lame.
So, Ilya, as you begin to climb, I need you to give me a survival check.
Wait!
What?
Can I innervate him?
Yeah, sure.
Can I poke him and be like, you're gonna do great? Oh wait, that sounds kind of like a wretch line.
It does. What, Emery, what do you do?
I'm trying to think of what would be like is it okay if I kind of have vines wrapped around his hands and the tools that he's using to kind of help him get up the thing?
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? That
Yeah.
came out really smooth.
I was thinking maybe his pupils dilate as you basically give him a shot of adrenaline, so to speak. Because it'll help him with all of his intelligence-based and cunning-based checks and everything like that as well.
Yeah, it'll help him with everything. I just wasn't sure.
Yeah,
So,
however
sure.
you want to skin it.
Sure, whatever. That's cool. It increases all of his ability checks with an extra green die. So, for 10 minutes.
Alright. Now, what's the difficulty of the check?
Average.
Alright. Take your strain and give me your magic check.
Boo.
You successfully innervate your buddy.
Okay. Wow. Oh, that was wrong. Okay. Wow, 5 success, 1 advantage.
Oh yeah, you're shaking a bit with just the craziness of what's been going on. So you take 1 extra strain, but you do innervate him.
Okay, you get an extra green die for 10 minutes on everything. You're welcome.
And technically,
use it once, then forget.
Yeah, I was gonna say technically, Wretches is still active.
Oh, Cool.
Glorious.
Guess I can have both going at once, because I'm so cool.
Not a concentration spell.
Already pretty tired, but that's fine.
That magic's OP. Nerf it.
Let's get after
Rude.
that. Okay. As you begin to climb, Ilya, I need you to give me a survival check because it's more so about making sure that you don't stick basically put weight on something that's just going to fall apart in your arms.
Okay. Huh. I'm that's no. That's a 4 advantage.
Okay. As you just right at the beginning there, you kind of reach over and you take your pick. So you take your dagger and you kind of give it a couple test stabs and you spike it in and it goes in nice and deep. But then as you're bearing weight on it, you take the sword and you try to kind of do one of these up and over things, but you really need to have it in an underhand position. And unfortunately, you scrape away part of the sod above you, and it just crumbles into your face and gets into your eyes. Luckily enough, though, you haven't climbed very high yet. I'm going to give you a setback on your next check, but you can continue to attempt climbing.
Okay, so another survival.
Yes, please.
One and two.
1 and 2. Okay. You scramble for purchase, but unfortunately, you're kind of hopping on the bits of detritus that have come away from the tree, and you drop your sword. You see it down into the bowl of the tree.
Well, that's gone forever.
Can't get it now.
Okay. Can't lose that. I have to retrieve that.
No.
I think we're fine.
Get another one.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, you do have your story points back.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend a story point. So that fell like down into the bowels of the tree, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna summon it back to my hand.
Okay. So you take a moment, blood pumping as your one arm holds you up. And you kind of scramble with your feet just enough to hold yourself in place. You stop for a moment and breathe in, breathe out, and focus. And as you do, you guys see a simmering of almost looking like ash flurry up through the bottom of this cavern, and it reconstitutes itself into its blade in the scabbard of his into his sword scabbard.
I ooh and ah very loudly.
Well, I gotta get up that tree.
You can give me another survival check if you'd like to keep climbing. You have not gotten very far.
I have not. A little better, 2 and 1.
Yeah, you start to make progress, finally. Just a little bit of mishap right there at the beginning. As you start using your sword, you pull it back out, and you start positioning your blade and the dagger into the soft material and make your way up a little bit further. Now you can give me a coordination check as you start to find your pacing here.
Okay. I'm gonna say it's good. 5 and 2.
You make steady progress further upward. And at this point, Wretch and Bull, can you guys give me vigilance checks?
I'll stop
You
messing
want
around.
Bull to be vigilant?
I don't want anything.
3 and 3.
1 and 2.
Okay. It's at this point, Wretch, that you notice the heavy breathing. Nay, Bull is panting. And you can make out his eyes as a bead of sweat is running down his cheek. I need a vigilance check also from Ilya.
Uh, 2 and 1.
Thank you. Wretch,
Wow.
do you want to do anything, say anything, or no?
Oh, okay. I'm gonna nudge Bull. Hey, you okay there, bud?
What are you talking about?
Your face is bleeding.
My face is bleeding?
I'll bet.
Did you say sweating or did you say bleeding?
Sweating.
I thought you said he had like a little bit of blood coming out of his eyes and he was sweating a lot.
No, you saw you could make out the whites of his eyes and sweat coming down the side of his cheek.
Okay, that's less alarming.
I was gonna say, what the hell are you talking about?
I didn't think it was like fountains of blood, but I thought it was like a little bit. I was like, Jesus. Okay. Yeah. Nah.
Alright, so my vigilance revealed nothing to me, correct, Josh?
No, but Wretch pointing out, like pointing at you and asking you, "Are you okay?" is enough to draw your attention, and you have this excitement that you're feeling with all of the combat and all of the destruction about you that has been awe-inspiring to behold. But that's not why you're panting. Because there's another feeling stronger than the anarchist hunger that has been pulling on you. Something that is smothering it. At this point, Ilya, you start to make out light up maybe another 20 feet up the bowl of the tree coming in. Bull, you notice what this feeling is. It's the presence of a god. One all of you know too well at this point. But his manifestation is different here. It is not a personal feeling. You smell the god. In fact, you can start to make out the facial features of your comrades as it all starts to click into place the fires from those beetles seem to have caught somewhere. And the danger senses of the Flayoon, and really any of the Woolund who live in the woodlands, are hyper vigilant to this. You sense the potential for a wildfire.
All right. So I turn back to Wretch and I'm like, something's wrong. I can feel it. We need to move now.
Do you smell that?
As you guys say that, you hear, so you start to feel the ground vibrate. And you hear as a giant leathery monstrosity pushes its way up through the bottom of the bowl. Its face peering over and looking just past you guys as you see this thing clawing and scraping and worming its way up through the bowl of the tree. Its pronged ribs on each side of its torso biting in with each push as it worms its way up through this tree straight towards Ilya.
Hey, Ilya, no pressure, but you stabbed God.
Ilya, you notice the light of the up ahead of your impending solution to this problem before you. When you hear the trumpeting below you, and all sights to your comrades is blocked off by a creature filling this 15-foot span inside this tree.
Can I move faster?
Yes, give me an athletics check. Or coordination, your choice.
I'm gonna hustle.
Hustle and tussle you.
So the thing climbing inside the tree towards him, is that Cinder?
No.
Okay.
You would know, and you guys have seen it when you first got here. This is a Grondager.
A Grondager.
Yep.
Okay.
It's
3 and
very
4?
Ankylodon-esque in like what it looks like, except it's got more like chicken or like lizard feet that are designed to hook and claw and pull, and at the bottom of its tail, where an ankylosaur would have the big old head, it's got a flip out spike designed for scraping.
Well, it
So
sounds
it's
cute, so I won't worry about it.
4 and 4.
4 and 4.
Yeah.
Your danger senses kick in, and you go into overdrive as you attempt to climb the rest of this way. You turn off your brain, essentially, and let your instincts do the work for you. And sure enough, your head was getting in your way as you leap and bound through this climb and make it up and onto a side little bowl area where you can finally see out and into and back into the main camp area. It is daylight out there as fires have set in multiple different areas. But just as you manage to push your way up into this space, the Grondager is right behind you, and it's pushing and pulling its way into the space that you are in. You have to walk out onto this large branch in order to keep from getting ran over by the thing. I need you to roll for initiative. And that would be
All of us
of
or
you.
just Ilya?
All of you.
Okay. What if I don't help?
That's fine. You can pass on your turns.
All right.
Just repeatedly dodge over and over again.
Yeah.
A defensive stance. You are 3 miles away. A defensive stance.
You never know.
Never know what's
All
coming
right.
down the pipe.
Roll for initiative.
Yours would be vigilance this time.
You're a bad man. I
Oh.
bought a talent that let me use vigilance every time, no matter what. And ever since I got that talent, you have given vigilance as an option. You're a bad man, and you don't like me specifically.
4 and 1.
Emery, you can use knowledge nature.
I have an ability that lets me do that.
That's what I'm saying. I would think you can use your abilities.
I don't like him.
So if we don't have an ability, it's just vigilance.
Correct. And I have to reacquaint myself with where I am on the. 1 second. There we go.
Ooh,
Oh, where the
Bull is very slow right now.
fuck is Ilya? Oh, it's right there. Okay.
Green 2.
1 second, and then I need to grab all of you.
I just caught up to where we are. We're moving.
Add turn.
Are we supposed to be on the same map that we left from?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, that's why I need to move my little body to the other map. There. Hey there, little body. All right, what did you guys? Bull, what did you get for your roll?
0.2.
Ooh. Hey, Emery.
I got 4-3.
Ilya.
4 1.
Wretch.
3 and 2.
2 and 2.
3 and 2.
Right here. And
Bull really likes fighting. It just sometimes takes him a while to realize that we are fighting.
When Hazel chews on her bone, Grace likes to make the joke that she's disassociating because her eyes kind of unfocus and they're just staring into the void. Is that's you most of the time, and then you have to snap out and be like, "Oh, this one's real." Oh, I was imagining this, but okay, all right, we're actually doing it. Nice.
That's awesome.
Emery, you perk to your senses and are first to act. Your brother by your side. What do you do?
I have a question, not Emery, me.
Okay.
Is Cinder like Smokey? Is Smokey the bear, and that he is against fires in forests? Or does he like fires in forests?
Well, I mean, Cinder is fire in some way, shape, or form.
Cinder has no preference.
Okay. It's like Cinder's like, well, I came because I heard there was a forest fire.
Right? No, this is Azralan.
Okay.
This is Azralan, so to speak.
Okay.
This is Providence.
We literally met the guy.
Do we know where Ilya is?
Yes.
He's a floor
you know
above
he's
us,
above
isn't he?
you, and that there is a grondager in between you and him.
And we are all attached to a rope together.
Okay, because I can't see him, and I'm like,
Oh,
making sure
you
that-
are? How long is
I
the rope?
was under the impression that we all tied off together.
That was the plan, but he was going, he was going up first, and then we were going,
How long
Oh, so
was
nobody else tied on yet.
Yeah, that's what I was. I thought he was climbing up with the rope, and then you guys were going to do something with the rope afterward, right? So,
I don't know. Bull's out of the picture most of the time. I just thought we were all tied together already.
okay, so for brevity's sake, we'll say Ilya has the rope attached to him.
Mhm.
The rope is. You guys see the rope dangle down, but you also see it was moving all about as the grondager scraped his way up to that area.
Yeah.
So you see a rope dangle.
Okay. And it's my turn.
Mm-hmm.
I'm panicking about this forest fire. I'm actually not worried about Ilya. He's lived through a lot. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. I am worried about
But
the
he
forest
lived
fire.
through a lot while having armor.
Well, having armor and a very nice rat friend who brought me back from mush.
Yep.
Don't talk about me like I'm not here. I'm still here. You can become mush again. You'll be fine.
You know, you still got that extra green dye from me, buddy, but there's a forest on fire! And this Wolfwand is not gonna just stand by. I'm running over and gonna try to put it out here.
Oh, that's just the light source there.
Oh, I thought it was like actively
Sorry,
burning
no.
right there.
Yeah, no, I don't have.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to run out of the cave and look around. But
Okay.
you smell like large plumes of smoke coming in.
Alright. Very different. You can see why I was confused.
Yeah. Yeah, Bull was like, Wretch was like, I can see you, and you're panting. And then Bull was like, I think there's a fire.
Yeah, and then I looked on the map you put up on, and there's a fire right there. Like...
I'm sorry.
Alright.
I try with the maps, okay?
Yeah, you're totally fine. You're good.
But Emery, don't you remember I grabbed a hot coal on our last session and threw it at somebody?
Yes,
Yeah.
he has been setting fires.
And being on fire for extended periods of time.
Keep it.
Yeah. Okay. And where is the what
The Grondager.
Grondager?
It is
Like
like if you look up, you can see looking up, you can see like its back legs and its tail like coming out of a hole, and you can see like stuff just falling down, all of the stuff that
Okay.
he's scraping away.
okay, so literally they're both already above us.
Yes.
What do we even do? I panic and ask my friends.
Is anyone tethered to this rope on this side? I'm assuming not.
Not yet, right?
If we were taking turns tying off, then I would not be because I was going to be the last one. I don't know that much. I was going to be bringing up the tail.
Okay.
All right. So no one's tied off except for Ilya.
Sounds like
But the rope is there.
Okay.
What do we do?
at least go outside and like look and like get a visual on our friend instead of just hoping he's all right.
Well, the thing is between him and us right now.
I want to see it.
So I'm looking up and I just see the thing's little booty and I don't see Ilya, right?
Correct.
Bark at it.
What do I know about these creatures actually? Can I take a second?
You can take a maneuver. Yep.
Yeah.
Knowledge nature check, please.
Yeah. 3 success, 5 advantage.
They are territorial beings. They are omnivores, but predominantly vegetarian. They eat the insides of these trees. They're territorial in the sense that they typically will smack these trees, and they live on the bottom floor of the feeding grounds. So they're usually fight first, ask questions later. This thing is clearly based off of what you saw it just like running, basically. So it is whipped up into a frenzy. It is freaking out.
Okay.
So
Yep.
equate it to like a pissed off bull in a stampede.
Okay, well that thing is either scared or angry, but it's dangerous either way. But it's between us and Ilya, so do we go up? Or what?
But we can't stay here.
Can we distract it and bring it back down here? It seems to have a significant advantage in the climbing department.
Yeah.
Throw a rock at its butt.
It might just continue climbing.
Yeah.
Give me a discipline check.
One success. That's it.
Success? Okay. You're not. I'm not going to make you pass on your turn for panicking here. But you have moments to decide what to do.
Okay, I don't know.
Okay. Moving over to Ilya. I'm going to push you down to the bottom of the turn order for this round. While you are like, Ilya, you see this giant beast kind of like, kind of pushing its way up through the bowl of the tree. It is between you and your comrades. What do you do?
It's facing me? Or...
Yes, it's coming up and out of the bowl.
I don't think I would know what these things were. Unless I can roll knowledge nature.
Sure. You can attempt to. It's a maneuver.
Two and one?
Yeah, they're talking about them when you guys first arrived and gave you basically the what I just mentioned to Sarah.
Okay, big, leathery, pissed off, kind of forager, scavenger things, eat tree guts. Okay. Does it look mad at me in particular?
No. It looks like the equivalent of like an animal that's stampeding.
And is there any way for it to go other than across this branch?
No. As you were climbing up, you noticed that the area above was getting to the point where there was not as clear of a hole. It would take a lot of shimmying and stuff like that. This thing is on its way out toward you, so it's probably going to either be running into you or past you.
You know what? I don't want to fight this thing. So I'm going to move. Is it safe for me to move here?
Yeah, so you can try to run out on and try to slide down the side of the cylinder that is the branch and try to get out of its way as much as possible if you'd like.
Yeah, I want to get the fuck away from that thing. So, as far out as I can get to the edge of this branch, without having to struggle for purchase, if that makes sense.
Yep. That sounds good. And as you make your way out of the recess and on this branch and further forward, you see fires everywhere. As far as your eye can see, but smoke is starting to block off just how far that is. Wretch, over to you.
I suppose. How far up is this thing? The bad guy.
Its butt is about 65 feet away.
Jesus. That's further than I could probably throw. Is it over the rope?
The rope seems to be caught up on it.
Right? How big is it compared to the rope?
How big is it in compared to the rope?
if a normal rope hit you in the face, you would be annoyed. But if this thing is gigantic compared to it, it's not going to notice.
No, it does not notice the rope.
Okay. I look around for something heavy.
There are crates nearby. This was a area for cold storage.
All right. I'm gonna take one of the rope and run it around a crate, and then loop my arm around Bull. How much would that take?
You can do that easy for your turn. So you're taking the rope, you run over, you wrap around, you run around a heavy crate, and then you hold onto it, and then kind of like Red Rover link your arm with Bull's.
Yeah, because Bull's the only one strong enough to like do anything about this.
Okay.
We'll see what he thinks of it on his turn, but for now, in case you're like, I pull on you, you're pulling on Bull too.
Gotcha.
He can disengage at his own time.
Like how tiny he is, I don't even notice his arm around my he's like hugging my arm.
And then I spend a story point to have the rope wrapped around one of those things, the monster's ankle while it's moving up, so that it's not just like, well, all right, I did the crate thing. Well, the rope's just under it, so it keeps walking.
Gotcha.
My whole plan is defeated. So, do you accept that story point usage?
Yep.
All right. I call up to Ilya. Is that a free action?
Yeah, I would allow it.
All right. Ilya! Let go of the rope!
Ilya, give me a perception check.
You're in luck. Four.
Okay. So it's the Grondager's turn. You see it pull its way out of that hole, and it comes running down this branch. As it does, you hear, Ilya, let go of the rope! But at this point, it's tied to you, and you are slumped down onto the side of this space. And even though you heard it, you do not have enough time to react. I rolled like 6 threat, and you're out of actions.
Skill issue.
And this Grondager starts running past you. The rope goes taut. Wretch is yanked off of his feet. This box goes along the ground and up into the air. As Wretch goes up into the air, his arm linked with Bull's. Bull, are you going to attempt to stop this, or are you going along? What are you gonna let go?
Well, what I'm originally going to do was grab the rope, but I wasn't going to tie it to the creature. I was just going to grab the rope in case the creature grabbed Ilya and ran off with him. We would know. I wasn't going to try and stop the creature, but seeing as
the rope
little rats, seeing as little rat boy is getting reeled up into the great beyond, I will attempt to stop it. Yes.
Okay, this is going to be very difficult.
Have we ever done anything easy, Mr. Man?
Touché.
Did somebody give us an extra green?
Am I
Was that?
am I helping with this, or am I suspended in the air?
You are suspended in the air. In fact, I would argue that you're just physically not strong enough to, like, it's the fact that, like, you both need to hold on to each other, so, like, there's not really, like, it's like the weakest link aspect of it. I'm just allowing him to have a chance of holding on to you to see whether or not he can pull you back or not, but otherwise he
Is this
going with.
Is this athletics?
This is athletics.
Did you hear me?
Yes, it's athletics.
I can't hear you.
Oh,
You said it's athletics. I can hear Josh.
yeah, it's athletics.
But does size matters come into play?
I'm gonna say no, because otherwise I have to have Beast of Burden come into play, which means that you basically just automatically fail. We'll call those as balancing each other out.
Six and 4.
6 and 4. Okay. What I will say is that you pull taunt on this, judging by the strength of this creature and the strength of you, your feet are gonna start sliding, but then you are able to manage to catch onto a chunk of this iron grate that has been embedded into the wall. You have two options. One is, so you're holding onto the rope, not onto wrench, correct?
If we're going to go with what I was originally planning to do, then yes. If we're going with the plan where Wretch grabbed onto my arm as an anchor, it would be that way instead.
At this point, I assume that I grabbed onto your arm, got your attention, and then you grabbed the rope and pulled the shit out of this thing.
Okay. So
I will say I grabbed the rope then.
Okay. The rope snaps. Because you two are so fucking strong.
What side of the snap am I on?
Right? The rope snaps on the you stay with Bull.
Yes.
And this thing goes running past Ilya, and as it does, Ilya, the rope goes taut.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. Can I do something now?
Yeah, as a matter of fact. So the rope he's going to start pulling you off of this thing. What are you going to attempt to do?
I'm gonna cut the rope off of me. He can have it.
Okay. So what I will say is you can spend 2 strain right now to basically do an interrupt like that. But then keep in mind that you are on the precipice of this being dragged. He's dragging you off of it. So you're going to now have to do a coordination check at that point.
Yeah, I'll spend the 2 strain and do a coordination check.
Okay.
Because I could end up a projectile if I don't.
I've been a projectile before. It's not fun.
You know, I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked at all. Holy fuck! Almost. A triumph, a success, and 4 advantage.
Nice. Okay. You fail the check, but you have a triumph. You can either say you failed to cut the rope, or you failed to find purchase after you cut the rope. Which would you like?
So, holy shit.
Fall damage, fall damage, fall damage.
Yeah, fall damage, I am kaput. So basically, if I fail to cut the rope, I'm just being dragged behind this thing while it goes across the branch, right?
Yes.
You're not necessarily falling if you're still attached to it.
I would rather fail to cut the rope, but like maintain my footing.
Yeah, so you roll along the ground and then up onto your feet as it's tied to you, and you attempt to run to catch up to speed while it's there, so you're not just being dragged.
Okay.
So you're caught onto this thing, and you're like wall running on the side of the the limb. At which point, Bull, I will say that your action on your turn, it basically would be to do what you were doing. So you, in initiative, you have a maneuver left, and if you like to spend 2 strength, you could do a second maneuver.
Is Wretch safely on the floor, or is he like dangling somewhere?
No, he's safely here. He's come over. He's like right here.
I'm gonna pick up my 2 little ant limbs and start climbing.
Okay, so you run over and start climbing. I need you to give me a survival check.
What did we decide those ant limbs were giving me? Like 1 boost die or something? Those pickaxe things?
They're making this possible.
Okay.
I'm gonna look over at Emery while he does this and give her the "we're shit out of luck" shrug.
Yep, that's fair.
3 success.
Hey, you start climbing. And Emery, what are you doing?
Can I look
Hey,
around?
hey.
Ooh.
Was that both maneuvers, or was that only one?
Yeah, that's both maneuvers.
Okay, so I will spend strain then.
Emery?
I want to look around for a net. I'll spend a story point if I need to.
Sure, yeah. Conveniently, there's a net there.
Cool. I would like to try to fasten the net at near the bottom of the tree area, so that there is a way to potentially catch us if we fall.
Okay, are you going to attempt to use magic for this, or are you going to try to fasten it using fasteners, yada yada yada, doing a mechanics check?
I would like to do... How likely is it that mechanics alone would hold somebody if they fell onto it? You know what I mean?
Depends on your roll. Your
Yeah.
mechanics roll.
I'm going to try to do it with mechanics.
Okay. Can you give me a coordination check?
Coordination check.
Yeah, because you need to go out into the hole and pin this into place.
Well, we're screwed. 3 success!
Hey, all right. Now give me your mechanics check.
Hit.
What'd you get?
I don't think I have a reroll on my horseshoe. No success, 3 advantage.
Okay. You managed to take a board and from one of the shelves. Sorry, you take one of the shelves and you knock it over into the space, getting assistance from your brother. And it's enough that it's kind of at a cockeyed shape into there, but you spend your whole turn trying to get it up and then like trying to test it to see if you can climb onto it, to see if you can get across it to try to like get this net into place. But that ends up being your turn.
Okay. But then I had my turn delayed all the way until the end. So is it my turn again?
Yeah, so we're back up to you.
Can I keep trying to?
Absolutely.
Okay. Three success, 2 advantage.
Okay. You managed to climb up over there and start getting it pinned into place. Do you have any materials?
I was trying to use the materials that were there to do it. Like, that were available here to do it.
Okay. How much advantage did you say you spent?
I
So
had
that you
2
had-
advantage.
2 advantage? Okay. I'll say you take 2 strain, but you manage to find enough materials around here to do the rest of this then with my uncancelled threat.
Never casting magic again.
Oh, yeah?
The whole reason I wasn't using magic was the strain.
Magic is bad.
Thanks, buddy.
Magic is bad.
Okay, so you get this net kind of pushed up over this shelf that you pushed over into this space, and you got it pinned on a couple of the corners.
That's at least a shot of not falling immediately to our deaths. So I consider that a win. How much did that cost me? Like an action?
That would be your
Action,
whole turn.
maneuver? Okay.
That is a lot of stuff to
Yeah.
do in 6 seconds.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Ilya, over to you. At this point, you got your footing underneath of you. What would you like to do?
So, am I safe to try to cut the rope again?
Yeah, you can do that.
Do I need to roll anything?
Nope. So it's
Okay.
an action. You slice the rope, and the Grondager bounds away
Okay.
on this branch.
Whew. Okay.
Puts you right up there.
I'm gonna go back towards the hole.
Okay. We'll say with 2 maneuvers, you can make it back to the hole.
Okay. I don't have the strain for that, so I'm just gonna.
So
Yeah.
you'll be there next turn then.
Right, but I don't want to go to the hole yet because I've got too much strain on me.
Yeah, that's fine. I was thinking you start making your way in that direction, and then it's Rich's turn.
Me?
You.
I stare helplessly up. Wonder about the decisions in my life that got me to this place. Cry a little tear of blood just because somebody has to. All right. So, unless I'm horribly out of date, the dinosaur creature fucked off.
Correct.
So this isn't a problem anymore. We did it. GG. All right. I take out a bit of cheese. I nibble on it and twist a whisker, I guess.
Okay. As you do, you sneeze.
Fuck.
This-
Where was your? Hold on. Where was your roll for that?
Someone
Alright.
roll a medicine check.
Your sensitive
Nice.
nose is picking up this smoke wafting into this place from below.
Oh yeah. That.
Grundage's turn. He turns around and no.
Damn.
Bull.
Still
No
man.
cheese.
So
That
we'll
takes forward.
go out of structured turn order here for a moment. As you guys kind of congregate around this hole, one of you on top and one below. And everyone else below. What are you guys doing? Sorry, Bull is picked part way up at this point. Actually, Bull, I need you to give me a coordination check.
You dead set on that coordination?
I'd be open to survival.
I would rather roll survival.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and give me a survival roll.
Because it's 2 yellows versus 2 greens.
Nice.
1 and 3.
Okay. You start making your way up this space a little bit further at a time. You are about 2/3 of the way up, which is about 45 feet. And then with that, it's back to you.
Okay. Is it time to start going up? I ask.
I mean, Oliver looks around for something to help him climb.
I have a climbing gear kit. I have half of a climbing gear kit.
Can I
have a hatchet.
Can I intercede and like talk to Emery during her turn?
Yeah. You guys don't need to be. This doesn't need to be turn order specifically.
So, that thing took the rope.
Yeah.
You and I aren't the best at this.
Uh-huh.
We're in a forest.
Uh-huh.
What are the odds? What are the odds we can get some sticks, some vines to be coaxed up the hill and create a ladder or something? Or are we just gonna die here? Can we make a rope and talk to the forest and like get something? I'm just trying to spitball here because I ain't climbing that. It's just not gonna happen.
I hear you. I can do my best. I'm getting a little tired, but we need to move.
You also have 200 feet of rope still here.
We do?
Because it was a 300-foot rope used for raising and lowering.
Yeah, I wasn't sure where it
in
snapped.
the bottom of the water. Yeah, 100 feet is gone.
Okay. Yeah, so if I can kind of take the rope and try to basically coax it to climb,
Attach itself.
Attach itself to like the wall and crawl up the wall. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it can slither.
Kind of like shoops up, and with like spots where we can kind of like hold onto it and climb it.
It will probably need to fasten itself in first, like get itself up and then.
Mm-hmm.
But like, instead of like trying to be like, let's all just hop on the rope. And
no. I'm saying I wanted to go up and do that like first, and then just like sit there and hold. Yep. And then we would climb it.
Okay, so give me a witchcraft check.
Yeah. Or if it can get to the top, well, if he rolls her dice. If it gets to the top, I mean, Bull probably will be up there, and then he can just hold the freaking thing.
Okay.
I don't know. My hands might be sweaty by the time I get up there.
That's a risk I'm willing to take.
3 success, 5 advantage.
Nice. The rope starts coiling up in the interior of the space, and it finds purchase on Bull's leg. And
damn it!
As you're climbing, you just feel like the rope just like on you, hanging.
Did I get spread?
Huh?
Is that what happened?
No, it's working its way up.
I'm gonna immediately assess Emery to see if she has murderous intent. There's precedent for this.
You have no idea.
If there was murderous intent, she would have put the literal safety net up first.
She didn't do a great job.
You know what? The
first time when she was kind of rigging it, I think she only did it again because I was watching. I'm convinced.
The net's not actually tied to anything. There's just rocks set on the corners to hold it in place.
Tell me I'm not right to be suspicious of you.
Yeah.
So you sense the rope taking root in spots, but it's really more like that it found purchase on something that was moving up, not that it's like it tangle-vined him or anything like that.
Okay.
So it wasn't meant to be like a hazard or of any sort for Bull or anything. So.
Oh, okay. So I do that, and then I'll test it first if I have a maneuver.
I would say that throughout your turn, it's still slithering up.
Okay.
Like it's a process.
No worries. All right, then I am done.
Ilya, if you continue to make your way towards the hole of the in the tree, you see Bull working his way up to you. In fact, in just moments, he is up on the ledge with you.
Howdy, bud.
So are you telling me I made it up successfully?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you've got the rope.
Which I didn't even think about, so I just kind of looked down at my leg and go, "Oh yeah, that'd be helpful." So I pull the rope up and I'm gonna start looking for a place to tie it to.
Okay. As you pull it up, give me a survival check and add 2 boost dice.
2 boost dice.
Yeah.
4 and 2.
Okay. And now give me a mechanics check with 2 boost dice. Because the rope is also trying to find a spot to secure itself.
Wow. Those boosts came in handy there. 3 and 3.
Nice. Yeah, the you start securing the rope. Ilya, is there anything that you want to do while this is going on?
No, just I'm gonna wait here a moment. Just
Okay.
wait till everybody gets back up before we reconnoiter.
Bull, having gotten up and out into the open air now, it's worse than you thought down below. This whole place is going up in flames. And quickly.
So I'm gonna shout back down the hole and be like, "All right, we are literally trying to outrun Hellfire now."
All right. Yeah. We're coming.
I can't hear you, Sarah.
Oh, okay, great. We're coming. We're definitely not scared.
All right. Whose turn is it right now?
Anyone's.
Then I stop twiddling my whiskers long enough to pull on the rope and make sure it's good.
Yep, it seems secure.
Can Bull and I pull on the rope to get people up faster?
Yeah. Yep. So you can use I would say 2 boost dice for Bull and 1 boost die from Ilya, Wretch, as you attempt to climb.
I like to think they were pulling on the rope before we grabbed it. You dicks! Alright. I grab onto the rope with one hand and I put one foot in it, kind of like wrap it around my foot. And I hold out one hand at like a hero of old and say, "Milady." But I'm reaching out towards Emery's brother.
And he totally I was gonna say he was gonna take it.
Yeah, Oliver does.
All right. What am I rolling?
And this is an athletics check.
Oh god, I should have been so confident. I'm using my other story point to upgrade this just because I don't want to look like a fool.
Okay.
Pride is on the line now. Athletics, yeah, I don't have anything upgraded, so using a story point gives me a yellow and 2 grains instead of 3 grains. Okay. That's solid. 2 and 4.
You make steady progress up the inside of the tree, which is pretty incredible. So you're holding on with this arm. The rope is wrapped up on you, and you're helping hold Oliver. And at the top, Bull and Ilya, you guys are like, man, this is like way harder than it should be. As you're pulling up the rope, because Wretch isn't climbing the rope. He's just holding on to the rope with Oliver. And you guys managed to pull him all the way up.
In the distance, you hear the Pirates of the Caribbean theme, but we don't know what that movie is yet, so...
Very good.
And I'm just like nervously watching you both. And I'm like, okay.
I just remembered that the rope is 200 feet long, so Emery's fine, but I like to think that I grabbed her brother, and then we're at the bottom of the rope, and we're just going up, and she's like, no, that's cool. That's fine. I mean, I set it up and everything, but yeah, just fuck off without me. That's fine.
That's what I was picturing. I'm like, and there they go.
Wow.
All right. They get to the top. I'm assuming you guys throw the rope back down.
Yeah.
Nah,
All right. Can I come up
just
now?
leave her.
Upsies.
All right. Let's pull her up, lads. Let's pull her up.
Athletics check, if you will. You can add.
Any way to use survival.
Yeah, you can just coil yourself in the rope, and everyone else can do the pulling.
Hey guys, there for a little bit,
Survival?
Wretch was hamming.
Yeah.
I was.
So
Also,
roll.
There's 4 of us pulling now.
Yeah, exactly. So roll 5 boost dice, and that will be the whether or not you it succeeds or fails, and then give me a survive. I'll call for a survival check if they fail.
Oh, I was joking. It's fine.
No, you're good.
I thought survival was what you let somebody roll earlier for.
That's for attempting to climb up and place.
Yeah,
the
no,
pick
that's
so
fine.
the thing
I'll
doesn't fall out.
I'll try to do athletics. It's fine. Fine. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3.
Yeah, you guys all haul Emery up onto the branch. No problem. At this point, you guys are all starting to feel the effects of the smoke. And looking about, you guys are in imminent danger. Like, my God, has this snuck up on you. I need you all to give me resilience checks.
I'm fucking around, twirling my whiskers, eating cheese, and playing Pirates of the Caribbean while we're in actual danger.
You know what? After going to the engine of creation at the center of existence, it just kind of feels mundane.
Yeah, yeah.
I gone back from death. I looked into the eye of a tsunami. It's whatever.
Hey, one of us still hasn't died yet, okay?
Danger again? Okay.
1 success, 5 advantage.
What are we rolling? I'm
Pass.
sorry.
Resilience. Next.
5 success, no advantage.
Pass. Next.
2 and 2.
Fail. Next.
3 success.
Pass. Next.
Ollie?
That's everybody, isn't it?
Ollie.
Oliver. 2 green dice.
Okay. 3 success and an advantage.
Nice. Okay.
Green dice.
Everyone who I said fail to, which I believe was just Bowl, you take 1 point of suffocation.
Suffocation.
So just
What does that do?
So just track suffocation. Once you start suffocating, you get 5 points. You get points equal to your brawn, which I believe yours is 5.
Yep.
So after that, you start taking 2 strain every single time you get another point of suffocation. Okay? So you guys Bull starts hacking along because he's pulling and pulling and pulling on everyone.
Yeah.
Now he starts coughing. You guys are on a branch, 200 feet up in the air, and you look around. This place is an inferno.
Can I point out that the last words he said before dying were, "Hey, one of us has never died." And then he died.
No, I said one of us hasn't died yet. Meaning he wasn't ready to die yet. When you were
As the
saying
Black
how
Lung.
everything was so mundane after you've already died once.
The black lung is coming in hot. You're just like, I don't see any issue.
That worked on so many levels. Good job.
That did. It was beautiful.
Anyway.
Can I, tear off pieces of cloth and, fashion little mask, coverings?
Yeah, but with things being as dangerous as they are, I'm gonna say take 1 strain as every single thing that we're gonna want to stop and do something sort of thing is gonna take time,
No, then
so
never
to
mind.
speak. So either you can do this quickly, or if you get ahead of people and you start to wait for other people to catch up, then you can use that time productively to do that sort of thing. But right now, this is imminent danger. This is structured combat sort of speed. We're slowing things down. You guys are in imminent danger as this place is lighting up around you, so to speak. Okay.
I look for a path.
Okay. So yeah. Give me I got my thing over here. I think either a knowledge nature check or a survival check to assess, like, the fires are around, but like, are there ways out right now, so to speak?
Okay. 2 success, 3 advantage.
Okay. Looking about on this branch, it seems to spider out. You guys are effectively have worked your way up towards the lower echelon of the thicketlands. You can make it up into there where it'll be much easier to find extra space to move around, but it is also on fire. So looking from here, you can make your way up into the thicketlands. Otherwise, the other path that you can do is attempt to jump and cannonball into the water down below at this point.
How high are we?
200 feet.
That'd be like hitting concrete.
I have fall damage resist.
You just have to drop a rock first to break the water tension.
I would splatter like an egg.
I mean,
We could just drop Wretch first. He's covered in steel.
Or you guys
I have
continue
fall
up to the thicketlands.
No.
I like you guys are like morbidly like curious about the one that sounded the worst. Like, oh, we gotta do it.
It's a role playing game. The
I don't
attraction
want-
is you can do anything except that. Okay.
Go
I
for
mean,
it.
I don't want Aswan to think we're a bunch of pusses. They gave me a cool sword enchantment.
Is your sword still set to
Enchantment?
fire?
I haven't changed it.
It's still the same day.
Just curious.
But of
It also
course.
it also takes time for me to pray to Azrael to switch the elemental affinity, doesn't it?
Yes, yeah, you can do it over a long rest. So
We also haven't slept in like
Should've had
4
it switched
sessions.
to water.
What if I ran around the edge of the wildfire using my elemental affinity and then created like a wall of soot where the fire doesn't have anything else to feed on, so everything inside the ring gets completely destroyed, but everything outside of it survives? Would that
You're gonna
work?
do that on the branch of a tree?
I was like, if you had a month, maybe.
It's fine.
Yeah.
All right, Emery, you case the scene. You've got these options for the group.
Up it is, because I'm not cannonballing into that water. I get Wretch would be fine. He wouldn't even feel it. Me, no.
Okay. You point in the direction that you have to go, right? What do you say to the group?
Move quickly. Cover your faces,
Okay, as you move,
Please.
please.
So something to note with your knowledge nature check. Even though it's more dangerous to try to jump down below right now, the smoke is right? So you are basically sucking the air of all of the smoke of all the fires below you. So there's pros and cons to each, is all I'm trying to say.
One is death.
What was that?
Said one, the con is death.
Yeah.
But-
The other con is death.
the other con, death.
Either fast and painless or slow and terrible.
You point in the direction that you guys need to go, and you can see the fires encroaching around you guys. It's going to be a athletics or a coordination check in order to be able to get towards the path that she's pointing at before the fires trap you in. Okay? So, at this point, is there anything you guys want to do? Is anyone going to help someone? Is there any sort of rope tying or anything like that? Or is it just everyone for themselves for this check?
I think for climbing the trees, it's going to have to be everybody for themselves.
Okay.
I'm afraid.
Open to objections.
Okay.
I agree, unfortunately.
So you all
Sure,
start...
everybody who's strong says that.
I'm not strong, which is why I threw unfortunately at the end.
You all start beelining for this choke hold, so to speak. This choke point. I need you all to give me athletics checks.
So, as far as positioning goes, I will try and stick close to Emery and her brother, knowing that they're probably the weakest at climbing out of all of us, so that if I have to try and catch them, I will.
Okay, you can pick one.
So I will have them like positioned in front of me, and I'll be coming up behind them.
Okay, so if they slow down, you're basically bringing up the train and volunteering to spend excess successes to help pull them along.
Yeah, or catch them if they slip, that kind of thing.
Okay.
My hero.
Bull's doing caboose. Everyone give me athletics checks.
5 success.
Okay.
2 and 0.
0 and 1.
Can you roll 2 green dice for Oliver?
2 and 1.
Three and 5.
With the help of Bull, Emery, you guys just managed to make it up and through this area as the fires consume the space behind you. As the fires are creeping up onto your haunches, though, so to speak, I need everyone but Ilya to give me another resilience check as the heat is just searing you.
You said everybody, or
Yes.
1 triumph, 3 success, 2 advantage.
look at you.
One success.
2.
And what about Oliver?
2 green.
Yep.
3 advantage, and that's it.
3 advantage. Okay. So he takes 2 damage, as well as Bull.
How much damage?
2 damage. You don't have to worry about Oliver's damage. I'll keep track of it.
Okay.
And then now I need everyone to give me another resilience check for the smoke.
A second one?
Yes.
The first one was for the heat.
Yep.
Okay.
For all the
Any
people who
chance
just
my-
barely made
Any
it.
chance my triumph helps me with this one, or
What was that?
any chance my triumph from the last one helps me with this one?
Yeah, I'll allow it. You can spend it to give you a blue die on this.
Yay!
So I got that was resilience for everyone.
Everyone but you. Sorry, no, including you. Sorry. Yep.
It'll be 4 advantage.
Okay. Next.
1 advantage.
Wow. Okay. Next.
4 advantage.
What? Next.
Ollie got 2 and 2.
2 and 2. Okay.
5 success and 2 advantage. Jesus.
Does Ollie even need to breathe?
So everyone but Wretch gets gets 1 point of suffocation. As you guys heal and reel on this smoke. Looking about, the fires are still coming in. You'll need to find another path now that you've made it up here into the thicket limbs. A deer runs past, literally on fire, bounding. The whole place is a fucking madhouse as animals galore and Technu and Wooland are all running for the course.
If we catch up to that deer later, at least we won't have to cook it.
Of course, that would be the first thing you think.
Hey, I'm hungry, alright?
Rations ain't free.
All right, who's Ilya? You're in the lead right now. Do you stop and wait for everyone?
Is the path ahead of me clear?
I'm gonna have you roll to see if you can find a path. But do you stop and wait for everyone first?
I'm gonna. Yeah, I think if we get separated, that means death. So I want to take this time to look ahead and pick a path.
Okay. Roll me survival and survival or nature. You can add a boost die due to your high movement speed from before. Your chance to actually get a chance to look.
Wow. Okay. 3 and 3.
Okay. You find and spot your next path, but this is going to be close again. What do you guys do? Same marching orders as last time?
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Run. Athletics or coordination, please. Wretch, if you choose coordination, you get a boost die because of your small size.
Let's go. Is that actually better for me? No, I still brum.
He's small, but he heavy.
1, 2, 2, 1.
Sorry, 1 and 2 was for you?
Yep. 2 and 1 for bro.
Okay. Next.
0, 1.
Okay.
2 and 4.
3.
2 and 4. You said?
Yes.
Okay. Next.
3 and 2.
3 and 2. Okay. So, Bull. Oliver runs ahead and bounds quicker than anyone else. Here's the thing. Bull, you can make the gap, but only you and one other with your roll. You can choose to make it yourself, bring someone with, but I need to know now what happens.
Well, I was already focused on Emery and her brother, so if her brother already made it, it's gonna still be Emery.
Okay, so you
Thanks, buddy.
grabbing Emery, haul her through the bushes as they basically spark on fire, and Ilya and Wretch are left behind. The fire is so close that everyone but Oliver needs to give me another searing heat resilience check.
How's Wallaby doing?
He just kind of existed.
Sorry, I just remembered.
Yeah, Wallaby's doing fine. He's with Oliver.
Great.
Yeah.
We've forgotten.
He's like one of those NPCs that when you run too far ahead, he just kind of spawns right next to you.
Yeah, exactly.
Or you're fine.
Of course.
Yes.
All that fur too, and you're just fine. 1 and
Wait,
2.
when you say 3 points of burning, does that mean I now have...
No, just 3 damage.
Okay.
It's gonna be too hard to. Yeah, you're not on fire. It's just the searing heat that literally just burns off your eyebrows.
Burn, but... okay.
I needed those. How will anyone know if I'm surprised?
Emery?
1 and 2.
1 and 2, you take 4 points.
Great. Thank you.
The group is split. Oliver, Bull, and Emery have made it out of this area. However, Ilya and Wretch, you have a hard decision before you. Do you try to find another path out of here, or do you brave the flames and push through the fire to continue with your group? And I'm open to option C's if you guys have some Wile E. Coyote shit to pull.
Just so you guys know, being on fire isn't that bad.
Start
I'm
there.
not on
You
fire.
hardly
I'm just
notice
toasty.
it.
So you said us 3 are in the safe zone?
Yeah, you, Oliver, Emery, and Wallaby are together into the next area. But fun fact, wildfires can travel up to 14 miles an hour. This is not a safe place. You've made it past the next spot of imminent danger, but the other two got cut off, and they have to find another route or run through fire to get to you.
I will hang back for a few seconds to watch the fire so that if they jump through to try and grab them and help pull them through. But I will tell the others to keep moving forward, but don't go far.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to jump through the flames, if you ask me.
Yeah, we're going straight through.
Okay. You both start on fire.
All right.
Actually, give me a. I would allow resilience. This is a resilience check.
That's my boy.
I still have the boost from Emery, don't I?
Yes, you do.
Okay. Just checking.
It's actually not a boost die though. It's a whole green die.
Yes, but like the
Yep.
the enervation. Okay, I got a 4 and 4.
4 and 4. Okay. Next.
Do we have our centaur horseshoes?
I don't.
It technically hasn't been a new day in a
It
while.
did not get refreshed from last session, if that's what you're asking.
All right, 3 and 6.
3 and
A lot of
6.
using.
Nice. Okay. You guys managed to push through the fire, each only taking 2 damage on a success. So, Bull, you see them pushing through, and you manage to grab them and pull them in. You can take any of that damage for them.
I am taking none of their damage for them.
Okay.
Unless
And
one of
we-
them's literally about to pass out.
Nope. Okay. You're all through that next bout, and I need everyone to give me, guess it, resilience checks for the smoke.
I like this section.
Holy shit. Yeah, I'm doing good. 6 and 3.
Okay. Next.
2 and 2.
2. Okay. Emery, what would you roll?
1-1, sorry.
Okay. Next.
4 and 1.
All right. And then Oliver.
1.
1. Okay. Oliver's starting to cough up a lung, but everyone's not feeling good. So, looking around, this place is an inferno. You guys are just barely keeping pace with this fire as you try to push through. The thicket lens in and of itself is a bit of a maze. Are you going to, at this point, you've gotten yourself just enough of a breather, so to speak, where there's multiple paths up ahead, okay? This could easily close back off again, though. Some of the paths lead up into the canopy or down below, and they spider. What are you guys attempting to prioritize? Are you trying to prioritize heading in the direction of Lemoore, or just as the crow flies, the fastest way away from flames? Andrew?
Which way is the wind going?
The wind? You can pause and give me a knowledge nature check for that.
Does native citizen come into play?
Yes, actually.
Hey.
The wind here is just like at home.
Yeah, real windy.
1 and
100%
4.
windy.
1 and 4. Okay. So here's the thing. You don't get a lot of wind in the feeding grounds. But up here, The problem is that the trees are so freaking huge that if a tree falls, it makes a wind tunnel. Right? So right now, you feel the wind off of your backs. It's pushing the flames in the direction that you're going, right? So I would say that it is forward, so to speak, since you're trying to... Actually, I would say it's coming from the left. The path that you guys just ran through got closed off behind you. So it is searing from the left-hand side right now.
From the left-hand side, so we should continue moving right, I suggest.
Okay.
I agree.
I suggest. That doesn't mean we have to do it.
Nah, I'll listen to the boss.
I'm not the boss. Ilya's the boss.
Ilya, squad leader, lead us!
I'm going to trust the guy who's
That was
from
the
the woods.
Okay.
But... Sorry, are we... One more time, are we prioritizing escaping the flames or heading towards the...
I am prioritizing getting away from the fire.
Same.
I don't care which direction it is as long as it's away from it.
Okay. There are two paths to your right. One staying relatively within the feeding grounds. Sorry, within the thicketlands. One seeming to head up into the higher bolls where the tree line is thinner, but paths are less frequent. It's in the canopy. So basically much sparser, much more air, easier to breathe, but harder to move, geographically speaking. Those are your two options to the right.
I don't see any reason to move up until we need to.
Yeah, because if we lose mobility, we might die. I mean, clean air is one thing, but if the tree burns down...
Being on the top of it is going to be a fun ride anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right. So heading to the right in the thicketlands, as you guys move forward, the fires are still licking at your backs, but really this is going to symbolize a little bit more time. This next roll, I need you to give me another knowledge, nature, or survival check, but you get 2 boost dice based off of what Bull had just checked with the wind patterns for you guys.
Well,
So knowledge, nature with 2 boosts.
we all rolling that or just one?
One of you gets to roll it.
Oh.
Whoever has the biggest...
my knowledge nature is only 1 green and 1 yellow.
I get 3 green and 1 yellow.
Emery the obvious choice for this one?
Yep. 3 green, a yellow, and 2 boost dice.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 success, 1 advantage.
Nice. 5 success, 1 advantage. Okay. You manage to make your way forward, and you seem to be getting the predominant amount of flames away behind you guys, so to speak. However, the smoke is still a really big hazard. I need you guys to each give me resilience checks. This time, the smoke, because it's symbolizing a much longer period of time, you're going to take a D4 of suffocation if you fail.
Well, fuck.
First person?
2 and 1.
2 and 1? That's a failure.
3 and 3?
That's a pass.
Oh, thank fuck.
6 and 2.
4. Nope.
4?
Nope. He said 6 and 2. So that's cool.
6 and 2? Okay.
Yeah.
That's a pass. Next.
4 advantage.
That is a failure.
Oh, and then 1 success for...
Okay. Bull, how much advantage did you get?
No, I don't remember because I already moved my dice. Did I say 1 and 2 or 2 and 1?
Yeah.
2 and 1.
I rolled a lot of threat on you and a lot of threat on Emery when you guys failed. So, the
Even
D4
had
turns
4
in...
advantage?
Huh?
I had 4 advantage. You rolled...
I rolled 6 threat.
Woo!
So your D4s turn into D6s.
Great.
Who else failed?
Did Ollie fail?
No, Ollie did not fail.
Nice.
Is it just you two that failed? Okay, then D6s it is. Emery, you take 1 suffocation. Bull, you take 4 suffocation.
What happens when I hit 5?
You take 2 strain every single time you get a suffocation.
Can I go over 5?
So yeah, if you're at 6, that means you took 2 suffocation. If you're at 7, now you take 2 more. You take 2 more stamina. So every single time you take a suffocation, now you take 2 stamina.
If I have 2 and my brawn is 2, I currently
You've reached your threshold.
reached
Everyone you
my
take from now
threshold.
on will be 2 stamina.
But this one's fine. Okay.
Okay. As you move forward now, probing the path ahead, can I get a vigilance check, a group vigilance check? So I'm going to have everyone roll, and I'm going to average your rolls. And if the total of your guys' average is higher than my roll, then you guys pass collectively. If it's lower, then you all fail.
Vigilance, is it?
Vigilance.
No.
Come on, Mr. Vigilance.
Yeah.
2 advantage.
2 and 2.
So 0, 2, okay. Next.
5.
3 advantage.
5, 7, and so 3 advantage. Okay, so it's 7 total success amongst the 4 of you. So close. You needed 1 more success.
Did you want Ollie to roll or not?
Yeah, you know what? Sure. 2 green dice.
Come on, Ollie!
2 success.
Wretch, because you got the dominant amount of success, you see it. Part of the canopy, a light, while not blocking off your path right now, breaks and falls. As it's crashing down, imminently you guys have several options, right? One is to turn around and run backwards, to try to race through this area and get to the other side before the giant flaming log lands, or to maybe brace. You guys got some options. What do you do?
Bull's not going to try and beat it.
I'm also not very fast.
Okay, so your 2 gut reactions are to hold up where you are.
Well, I'm not stopping completely, but I'm not going to try and be under it when it lands.
Okay, Emery, what about
Diamond
you?
hands, baby. Diamond hands. We hold.
Okay, down in hands.
What?
He's bracing for impact. What are you doing?
Sure, same.
Okay.
I would follow their lead because I didn't see it. Like, if
Yep.
I'm thinking about the, I'll
Absolutely.
just- yeah.
Ilya?
Brace for impact.
Okay. The branch hits the branch that you guys are on, and you feel it bow underneath of you, and then it starts to come up, and as it does, in the spot in front of you guys shatters the wood, and the wood particles come up, and from the searing heat, the wood dust explodes. I need you all to give me coordination checks to see if you maintain your balance here or if you guys fall.
God. Can it be a
Gosh,
group coordination
yeah.
check so people can carry me?
What was that? A group coordination check?
Yeah.
You guys can attempt to reach out to any of your comrades right next to you if you'd like to help out with each other, but you will either live or die together. But I would say that it's no more than 2 people per check.
I instinctively.
Nobody grab me, goddammit. It's already going to be hard enough.
Five and
Ilya!
two?
Hold on. So who's grabbing who?
Ilya.
You grab Ilya. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab onto Wretched, I guess.
Okay.
I was gonna instinctively go try to protect my brother. So
Okay.
5 and 2.
Thank
5
God,
and 2.
0-1.
What was that, Wretch?
0-1, baby.
Nice. Bull. Lonesome Bull.
2-0.
Okay.
I got 4 success on my roll, and then how does that work?
And then roll 2 green dice for your brother.
0 and 1.
You all manage to hold tight as the branch buckles and weaves. And luckily enough, you manage to hold on, but the path ahead is just sundered. Furthermore, the concussive blast. I need you all to give me. Actually, I'm just gonna roll against your soak as you guys brace. Okay. You guys take 7 soakable damage.
Hey.
Is that your soak?
Yeah.
Nice. All right.
Well done.
Gretch, what's your soak?
4.
How's Ollie looking?
And people think he's a tank.
Ollie's not looking well. That knocked the wind out of him.
Okay.
Probably broke a rib or two, and
I
he's been coughing and hacking on the smoke.
dump a healing potion down his throat.
Okay. He coughs and sputters on it as he's also trying to find air. But it does the job by also getting some of the health potion into his lungs.
Jesus Christ, Emery, that was actually a little fucked up.
Can you drown in health potion?
I once again check Emery's state of mind.
She wouldn't kill her own brother, though.
In this
I
moment,
don't know anymore.
In this moment, what you notice, ever observant little rat, is that no one is showing any signs of the hunger. Pure fear that is born from thousands of years of evolution has taken over.
All right, so if we stay in a constant
Oh, now he's
state-
preaching evolution to us.
Oh, I guess.
if we stay in a constant state of abject terror, we'll be all right, you guys.
Is that what's been working for you?
No comment.
I've cracked the code. Okay. At this point, you'll need to rethink where you're going and how to get there. You need to turn back. There's you either need to turn back or figure out a way below, or navigate the mess of all of the broken limbs that are just kind of loosely held here. So you can continue to move forward, but it's precarious. Otherwise, you can turn back or attempt to find an alternate, or climb down below. What do you guys do?
Well, at this point in time, Bull is coughing pretty hard, so he's not focusing too much on where we go. He's going to rely on somebody else to answer that question.
Who's leading?
I don't know these woods.
I mean, I can lead, but I mean, we need to go north, basically. I wasn't quite understanding, like, orientation-wise where we are.
Yeah, so the group, as of the last check, decided not to give a fuck about north, south, east, or west and tried to get the hell
Right,
out
can
of
I
here.
try to orient where we are, like, at the moment, like what I think?
Yes, but this will be very, very hard with all of the smoke and fire and all the turning around and stuff.
Is it easy for me to tell even what direction would be north?
That's what I'm saying, is that would be it's going to be a hard check, but you can
Okay.
try.
Okay.
It's a knowledge nature check.
Okay, 1 success, 4 advantage.
I'm sorry, you have no idea.
I think it's more important that we try to be safe, and I take my best guess,
Mm-hmm.
then we, I don't know. So, yeah, I'm afraid about going to places where it would be, like, patchy,
Okay. So you're gonna turn back and risk time rather than risking like the ground giving out from underneath of you, so to speak. Otherwise, you guys can attempt to get down.
I would lead towards going down. How do people feel about that?
Fire go up.
If we go down, then we are in greater danger of the wildfire catching up to us very quickly.
Wait, if we go down?
Right, because we're in the thicket lands, aren't we?
Yep, you're in the thicket lands right now.
Yeah, but doesn't fire travels up faster than down?
Well, yes, but if we go down, we're closer to the fire.
No, the trees themselves are on fire, so the thicket lands is on fire. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
like
there's less flammables down below, but there's more shit that could fall on you.
Yeah.
Wretch doesn't have an opinion because he's too stupid and not very good at survivability to really know anything, so I'm just looking hopefully at my betters.
Yeah,
What does Wallaby suggest?
Wallaby has been throwing bottles of alcohol out of his satchel. At one point, he just takes his whole bag and throws it behind him as he's been running.
oh boy. Yeah, I don't know. My vote was going lower at this point, but I'm okay with trying to stay on the Thicketlands too, so whatever people think.
I mean, we have to get moving again, that's for sure. So is there a path ahead of us that's gonna... God, that's tough.
Yeah, the path ahead is dangerous. It's dicey, but time-wise, it's like the best route as far as not having to worry about the fires catching up with you and cutting you off again. Backtracking is safer as far as having sturdy ground, but you risk the fires catching up to you more. And then lastly, you can attempt with all of the broken brambles and all that stuff, you can attempt to get down similarly to how you guys traversed down to the feeding grounds last time, where it was a bunch of checks to try to get down through all of the wreckage, so to speak. So it's still dangerous, just like going ahead, but at least then you'll be down in the feeding grounds, which has its pros and cons.
What's the
The fourth option is we just cannonball and hope for the best.
What's the fastest route to Lamar?
We don't know.
You guys don't know.
We don't know where we are.
All right. Okay. So, can I pick a direction? Let's see here. All right. I think the first option is the best option. And Wretch gets that fervent look in his eye, the gleam, the little bit of froth around the muzzle, and says, "Listen up, brothers! Dahlia protects those with faith!" And start marching in that direction, holding my holy icon forward, and my other hand is just kind of like waving around.
So this is the backtrack option?
The first one sounded the best.
One that's the time effective.
Oh, time effective. Okay,
So going forward.
yeah, you march forward. Okay. Give me a coordination check.
Why? Damn it. You know what? No, not why. My faith has led me here. My faith will carry me through. 2 green dice it is. Hey, 3 and 0. Fuck you.
Nice. Okay. The branches seem to be holding your weight as this little mouse is climbing up on this and then hopping over to this, trying to get through this stuff. Who's following?
I mean, I'll follow. He seems confident.
Bull will be bringing up the rear because he is probably the heaviest.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
okay.
guys is not a good pattern to start.
So Emery, then Oliver, then Ilya, then Bull.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd follow Wretch through anything.
All right, Emery. What you got?
Sorry, what type of test is it?
This is a coordination check.
Great. I'm really good at that. 2 advantage. No
How-
success.
So how does failure with despair sound?
Awesome.
I tried to warn you with the frothing at the mouth. You didn't listen.
So you start moving along one of the branches, and as you go to jump off to another area, the broken branch separates and lets out like a flume of dust from the spongy, dry old wood that was inside of it, and it lights like that and parts the way and blasts people back behind you, so to speak. You take 2 damage. Whoever was darkly behind you, which in this case was Oliver, takes 2 damage. You fall through this space and get caught up in some branches down below. You are unable to follow Wretch in directly the same space that he is, and you are now closer to some like this place is starting to ignite.
Down it is!
So you're kind of like, you're not like down, you're like 10 feet below him. So it's still like 190 feet down, you know what I mean? But you're not on the same path as him. You have to work your way up or continue tangentially.
Mm-hmm.
In fact,
She hears through the trees. Your faith does. As I just get increasingly unhinged.
Your faith, what?
Falters.
what does Oliver
Leave
do?
Cardinal.
His options are to follow you or to try to pick his own path, but still in the same general direction.
He looks to big, strong Bull and will follow Bull. His now his leader.
Oh, now he's behind Bull,
Yeah.
the heaviest one in the group.
He looks back to you, yeah, and it's like,
Oh.
maybe if it holds you, it'll hold me. I'm scared. Ilya, what do you do? You're next.
Doesn't have to find my own path now.
All right, give me a coordination check, sir.
Shit. 3 success and 6 advantage.
Unfortunately, I rolled 3 failure. But with your extra advantage, I will allow you to take 2 damage. Oliver takes 2 more damage, and you can end up next to Emery with her. So the group isn't divided even more. You do make some progress. But now, Bull and Oliver have to go another round. Bull. You can continue pushing forward, but you just can't take the path that those guys chose, so to speak, as you work your way through this tangled mess.
So, how thick are the thicket lands?
The thicket limbs are so thick that it literally blocks most of the sunlight down towards the feeding grounds. And the branches weave themselves in together to create its own base plant life. Like literally plants live in the thicket limbs that grow off of the limbs that are here. So generally,
So
it's
if I
pretty
just-
thick, but it's got holes here and there.
So if I just run and jump in a direction, there's like a 50% chance I'll land on something I can stand on.
Yes. But a giant branch just fell through this area. So there's more
That'll be
holes. All right.
I am going to look at what's your brother's name? Will?
Oliver.
Oliver. Why was I thinking Will? Oliver, and I'm basically against his will. I'm just gonna like pick him up, like grab his arm and pick him up, and like dangle him down to you guys, and just like drop him.
You know what? I'll allow it. No check.
Nice.
And then, so from where I am to where Wretch is, how far is that?
It's probably about 15, 20 feet with like shit in the way.
All right. Do I see any other large branches ahead of me?
Yeah, I would say that I'll allow you to attempt to jump 20 feet to a branch up ahead.
Fuck it, I'll try it.
Okay. 20 feet. That is 4.
So is the test going to be athletics, and then landing will be another test?
No test for landing. That's just going to be a random roll.
Okay. But the jump is going to be athletics?
Yes.
Do I get a boost for a running start?
You can, yeah. You can do 2 boost dice for that.
Three and 6.
Okay. As you land, roll me a d6. On a 5 or a 6, you break through.
I break through.
Okay. You crash into this space. Roll me a d20.
$14.
Oh, God.
Our dice aren't supposed to have numbers on it, goddammit.
All right. You fall 90 feet. One moment.
90.
Hold on.
No, sorry, 70
There's-
feet. This times 5.
Whew.
Okay, never mind. 70 feet.
So 11. And you take 15 unsoakable damage. What did you roll? For
Now,
your
is that if you
athletics?
hit hard ground? Is it different if you're landing in a bush?
Touche. What I will say is, so I said 15.
Unsoakable, yes.
15 unsoakable. Do you have any story points?
I have both my story points.
I'll allow you to half it and fall into a bush
For both story points or for one
for
story
one
point?
story point.
I will do that.
All right. You guys just see Bolt run and jump, goosh, through the frickin' foliage and crash down. You see her.
Uh-oh. I'm glad you didn't follow him. Send him my friend.
He's just looking in fear. Is he okay? Is he okay? Bull!
He probably wouldn't have been able to jump 20 feet anyway.
Bull! Ilya, Bull! He's pushing on Ilya now. Like, get you guys moving in the general direction. Shouting for Bull.
Do we get any response back from Bull, by the way?
all you hear is, whatever a swear word in his language would be, and followed by, "I'm fine, keep moving."
Okay. All right. I'm gonna have you all give me coordination checks. Except, Bo, your area is surprisingly clear. You crash through into an area that's somewhat stable, but
Just fall 70 feet.
Yeah, that's all.
so I'm gonna have each of you, except for Bull, give me a coordination check quick. And then Bull, if you could just roll me 2d4. So first coordination check.
3 and 1.
3 and 1. Okay, you succeed.
6 and 2.
You succeed. Emery,
2-2.
you succeed. And then Oliver.
He got just 2 advantage.
Okay. So with the extra success of the people that are with you, you are able to pull him along as you guys group up. And you guys each keep moving along. What did you get for the roll, the 2d4 roll?
1 and 3.
1 and 3. Your path leads you away from the rest of the group, unfortunately, as it wishbones as far as viable paths that are not leading back towards the fire. At this point, I need you all to give me another resilience check as the smoke is catching up on each and every one of you.
2 and 1.
Okay, next. You pass.
4 and 2.
6 and 2.
Reg, what was that?
4 and 2.
You pass. Ilya, what was that?
6 and 2.
Jesus, you pass.
Sorry, what was this one?
Resilience.
1 and 2.
You fail. And then for Oliver,
2-2.
he fails. Okay, so you each take... You take 2 points of suffocation, and he takes 1. So that would be 4 strain for you.
4 strain for me.
Yes.
Ooh. Okay, why can't it be damage? You see, I'm close to passing out. What did you say for brother? Do I
He
need?
took 1 point of suffocation.
Okay.
Which is 2 strain right now.
I have no idea what his health is like his health pool.
He's
How would he be?
rough, but he's managing it right now. He's in the yellow.
Okay.
At this point, as you guys make yourselves away, as you guys make yourself through there, you reach an impasse. You have made it away from imminent danger from the fire. The smoke is starting to clear, but in order to pursue the cleared smoke, you will separate from both. So you have to either try to figure out how to group back up with him, or try to set a future rendezvous.
What does fall damage resist do? The talent. What does it
Halves.
specifically do?
It halves the damage.
All right.
So if you were to have taken that fall, you would have taken 7 damage. Like he landed in that bush for a story point, you just get that for free, always.
Okay. Can I, since he went down there, can I just look down and try and land in the same bush he did?
You'd have to backtrack in order to get to that area.
Yeah.
So right now, you guys have just managed to make it out. Like, wait, do you want to go back?
Well, I'm not gonna fucking leave him there.
Right. So at this
I
point,
told you to leave me there.
yeah, at this point,
I don't-
you've all have moved forward. So to turn around and go back now, you'd be risking getting back into an area that could be different. It could be on fire, etc. So do you want to head back and try to find that, or not?
Yeah, I'll go back and look.
Okay. Roll me a d4. If you roll a 4, you're able to find this space without running into
that's a 2.
complications. A 2? Okay.
That's a 2.
As you start to head back, there's a searing heat wall. You can push forward and you will find it, but you have to brave the fires to do so.
The lady guides my steps. I go forwards.
Yeah? You're gonna brave the fires?
Did I stutter?
Okay. Give me a resilience check.
That's a good stat. 5 and 3.
5 and 3. You managed to deal with the searing heat. Give me another resilience check for the smoke.
2 and 3.
2 and 3. Sorry, I need to.
Nah, dude, just make them up.
You are going to take some suffocation from that. 3 points of suffocation, but you do find the space. Go ahead and jump. And now you can choose to roll coordination or athletics on your jump because you are willingly jumping down this distance, and you have an estimated guess for this.
Can I?
Well, before. Sorry, you go, Sarah.
I was just gonna say, as you were walking off, can we have a short little convo?
Too late for that with him, but the rest of you guys can have a conversation.
I was hoping to talk to him before he left.
You need to interject as he's doing that. Then it's too hard to retcon and recon for that sort of stuff. As a character, just blurt out if he's going to be walking away to try to catch it. Otherwise,
yeah, I just was not quite understanding it. So okay.
I'm sorry. It's
all right.
It's the way improv works sometimes.
Before I leap to my death, just making sure I am aiming for the bush. Whether or not I succeed, I'm aiming for the same bush.
Okay.
Or is that enough?
That's fine. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I was trying to understand the mechanics before we get too balls deep into this.
Okay.
All right, then athletics or coordination. I will take athletics if that is an option.
Yep. And then
All right.
7d4.
3 and 1, and then I have fall resist.
Yep.
And
1 second. So 3 and 1 means that you do successfully land in that bush.
Yes.
3 and 1. So second. Students. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 13, 17. Minus 1 is 16. Divided in half is 8. Divided in half again, you take 4 points of damage.
All right.
How are you on suffocation?
That's off my brawn, right?
Yes.
I am now. That's my first instance of suffocation, and I instantly maxed out but didn't go over.
Okay, on strain?
No, just I am now suffocating.
Oh, okay, got it. Yep, perfect, thank you. Yeah, you managed to hop down below, and you can quickly pick out the path that your brutish friend managed to clomp along on, and your tiny little mouse body is able to pursue it. Meanwhile, what is everyone else doing while he turns around and runs backwards?
Well, if there's anything that I know about Bo by now, like, you would be just doggedly walking forward.
To be clear,
Yeah,
you guys
we should
can
just keep moving.
You guys can see each other from like a span. It's just that like there's no way to get to each other. You guys can see the branches moving apart. So you guys shout at each other if you want.
Okay, I was gonna say to like rendezvous, basically. Like
Rendezvous at the border of the woods. We just have to keep moving. Or if there's somewhere.
Fuck you guys, I'm going home.
Yeah. Where's the?
I was thinking like we
have a
try to
map
go
of
back,
the
we
woodlands
try to
area?
get down a little bit and like keep in sight of each other if at any point we can't, then how likely would that be, Josh?
So Bull
Yeah, you
is
can
for
certainly
now
try.
just going to go with whatever path looks easiest and away from the fire for him. He's
Emmerich,
not necessarily worried about staying grouped up with the other people for now.
give me a knowledge.
Just so you guys know what he's doing.
Give me a knowledge nature roll.
Okay. One success, 3 advantage.
This would be a perfect job for one of your critters.
Like to keep in communication, you're saying?
Yeah.
I can't. I have no stamina. Like I am a second away from passing out. So, unfortunately, that's not an option.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, so I think going lower like trying to like get lower down to the same level that he's at, and trying to see if we can reconnect somehow, while still trying to keep an eye on him for now.
Okay. At this point, Wretch manages to catch up to Bull. Bull is trying to push ahead. Bull's voted to push ahead without trying to meet back up. Emery, you voted to try to meet back up at the risk of not getting too ahead of the fire at this point in time. What's everyone else saying? I got one.
I think we should try to push ahead, but keep each other in sight. I don't know how viable that is.
Okay, you're going to attempt to shout at each other, and when you can, take paths that seem to veer in the direction that they went.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
what I was trying to say too.
Okay. Wretch?
I agree with Bull's plan, considering how far down we are and stuff. Climbing up seems like it would take a lot of time we don't really have. So I'm just making sure he's not alone, but following along, it seems like a good use of our time.
Okay, so what I will say is that you all managed to keep ahead of the fire, as that is your base priority. You guys are all managing to keep ahead of the fire. However, I'm going to need someone to give me a survival check or a knowledge nature check in order to attempt to navigate towards your allies, so to speak.
Hold on, I gotta go back and retcon after I fell. What happened after that point? Just simply, I fell. I got out of the bush. I'm like, I need some more wine, so I grabbed the flask that I still think is wine, and I drank the last serving out of it.
Okay.
And also, things were rushed along a little bit, so not trying to retcon too much, but just I feel like when I caught up to Bull, I was gonna be like, running up to him and be like, "Hey, how you doing? You good?"
Been better.
Well, I'll take care of you, buddy. And I try to give you a high five.
Which to me is a low five. You're reaching up, I'm reaching down.
Yeah.
The point remains, do you accept?
I don't know what you're doing, so I just kind of put my arm out because I think you're handing me something.
And then I slap your hand, and our friendship has been cemented.
Yeah. Nice.
All right, now I'm good to go forward in time.
Adorable.
Okay. So sure, why don't you give me a survival or a knowledge nature check as you attempt to reconnoiter the group as you are moving, Emery.
Survival?
Yeah. Survival or knowledge nature. And at this point.
3 success, 2 advantage.
3 success, 2 advantage. Okay. You guys plod on, and Emery uses a series of calls familiar to the Nintanga that are designed to cut through and pierce through the sounds of the woodlands, and Bull is able to keep up with it and respond. And time passes dreadfully slow. Or dreadfully fast, but it's very confusing how much time has passed. It's still the dead of night, and it will be for days. But the thing is that it starts to actually feel like night once more as you guys get a little bit further away from the fire, and a little bit further away from the fire. And eventually, you guys manage to meet back up in the thickets together once more. You are exhausted. You are together, and you are out of immediate danger. You can see, looking back, the glow of the fire, but now you can see the stellarium again. Hours have now gone by. What do you do?
And we still know where each other are.
You're together now.
Oh, sick.
Thanks to Emery's super cool knowledge.
No.
Have we gained enough where if we leave somebody awake, we can take a rest?
I'm not sure how much longer I can make it.
You can try.
Now, do we want to try and do a short rest or a long rest?
Anything.
Long rest. Long rest.
What? Yeah, I'm pretty close to. I'm on a scale of stamina. I'm a 9 out of 11.
I'm at 14 to 16, so I can cast no more spells.
I'm chilling on stamina. I need health.
I'm like right in the middle on both after that health potion. Are we still in the smoke?
You're just outside of the smoke.
So suffocation is...
Suffocation is paused for now. Actually, all of you who... Did everyone max out their smoke?
Nope. I only got 1 suffocation.
Okay. For those of you who maxed out your smoke, you can choose to clear your smoke by suffering a crit, and it'll all go away. Otherwise, you can choose to hold on to it, but it will take... you'll lose... One of the suffocations will go away every single day.
Is the crit going to be randomized and chosen by a roll?
It's just going to be a normal crit roll.
I'm going to keep it.
I'm going to keep it, but I would like to interject that I like you could not accidentally, but you could break your arm because your lungs are full.
You
Or lose a leg.
hard.
Hey,
Well,
Yeah, you
they're all
coughed so hard in the
nondescript,
process,
so...
you flail and
say-
strike your arm against a branch.
I got rid of that old crit system because I hated that. Now they're all vague enough that it would make sense.
Like for example, here's a good example of critting yourself. As I was driving to work this morning, and I sneezed, but my seatbelt thought I was getting in an accident.
Oh, God.
So when I sneezed, my body couldn't move, so I twisted around my seatbelt as I sneezed and freaking like pulled a muscle in my neck.
Oh, God. Oh, that's the worst.
There you go.
All right. You guys
It's canon.
attempt to bed down.
Yes, please.
Who's taking first watch?
Wallaby!
Wallaby looks pretty haggard, but he
I can take first
he
watch.
begrudgingly says okay.
Wallaby and I.
Wallaby and Wretch. There
will
we
be
go.
pals.
Okay, who takes second watch?
I'll take second watch.
Yep. I think Emery and I are the most strained out.
Yeah.
I'll take
Okay,
last.
so
Oh,
Bull
thanks,
takes
buddy.
second watch. Emery takes third, and Ilya takes fourth.
Yep.
Right? Roll me a d4.
Who?
Anyone. I think Sarah's doing it.
Yeah. 3.
Emery,
Mm-hmm.
on your watch,
Mm-hmm.
you realize that the air is getting smoky again.
I shake people awake. Guys, I'm sorry. We have to go.
Shake everyone awake.
Yeah.
Then everyone, sorry, the 2 first people got full night's rests. Actually,
What?
everyone but you got a full night's rest.
What? How does that make sense? Like, I rested for 2.
You rested for 2 hours, then you rested for 2 more hours, then you got woken up for 2
Yeah.
hours, and then during that time, you had to tell everyone to keep moving.
Right. So I rested the same amount of time as the first watch and the second watch.
Trying to think.
She got 4.
The only
Yeah,
would
so
have gotten more rest
only-
would have been Ilya.
Only
Right.
Ilya then recovers.
At all?
Only Ilya recovers the benefits of a long rest. Everyone else gets short rests.
What's a short rest?
Short rest is you can roll a discipline check, and you can recover all strain based off of the results, I believe. And everyone can get a medicine check as well, I believe. Let me take a quick look. Turns.
Okay.
Critical injury table. Wounds and strain. Okay, here we go. Yep, so everyone can do either discipline or cool check and recover strain equal to the success. So first do that.
Okay.
Then everyone can receive the benefit of a medicine check. This is one of the ones that you, Wretch, can choose to do with your magic, and everyone will heal health equal to the success and advantage equal to the strain equal to the advantage. This one, however, has a difficulty of 1 die, so easy check.
Okay.
Unless you're doing
So could I do my magic 3 times?
Yeah, you could do it once for everyone if you wanted.
All right, I'm gonna do that.
So you take 8 strain.
Yeah, because I also need it, unfortunately.
Okay.
8 strain. Okay, so 8 strain. And then my channeling, and I need to remember if that talent of mine, once per session, your character may use this talent to add success. It's a maneuver though, so I'm not going to do it here. Okay, sounds good. I have my holy icon out, and let's do this shit.
Okay.
Okay. Channeling is
Average difficulty,
yellow.
right?
Yeah, 2 green, 2 yellows.
Who's this
Plus
first one on?
First one's on me.
Okay, I got 1 and 1.
Okay. That is... Oh, boy. Okay, we'll do 5 and 0, converting to advantage to success with my talent. So 5 and 0, canceled 1, so I get 10 healing.
Okay, and you take 1 extra strain.
An extra string? Okay. Right, so I'm at 2. Ilya, what are your stats looking like?
I have 10 damage out of a wound threshold of 16.
What's your strain?
Oh, I healed it.
Okay. 10 out of 16. Bull, what are you at?
I'm at just under half, so I have 10 left out of 21.
And then strain?
My strain, I have only taken 2 strain at this point after the rest.
Are you okay if I don't heal you?
You can just take a normal medicine check.
Yeah, you can just do a medicine
But I
check.
mean, like, not my fancy healing. I'm just curious if I can save any strain here, because otherwise I'm going to start the day with 9 out of 15.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need super healing, no.
Okay, I'll do a medicine check on you, normal style.
I mean, also Emery can do a medicine check.
Yeah,
instead.
Okay, Emery might want to do that.
Yeah, I have big knowledge.
All right, I have a yellow and a green. Are you better than that?
I have 4 green.
All right, perfect. Can you heal Bull? I'll work on Ilya.
Yep, I only got 1 success and 6 advantage though.
I rolled 1 threat, so he heals 1 and 5.
All right, it's something.
Yeah.
Taking 2 more strain to heal Ilya. So this is again with my magic.
I rolled 2 failure.
All right. 4 and 2. Ilya, your strain's all gone, so I'll convert the 2 advantage into success. So I'm 6, minus 2 is 4. 4 times 2 plus 2 is 10. So you heal 10.
Sweet. All healed up. Fresh.
All right, Emery,
Hi.
taking 2 more strain to heal you. What's your damage at? Because you're fucked on strain, right?
I'm super screwed on strain. I have 10 wounds of 22 health. So I have 12 health left, basically.
You have 22 health?
Yeah, I listened to the DM's recommendation to always get more health
More health,
every
or
level
strain.
up
Or strain, yeah.
or strain.
All right. Can you mention the strain again. You're at 2 strain.
I have 12 strain of 16.
Okay, that's where that went wrong. All right.
Yeah.
So I'll do my minimum to pass, and I'll try to get you as much strain as possible here.
Thanks, buddy.
All right. So Josh, I need another
2 and 1.
spell check. Oh, nice. Okay, I roll them here. 2 and 1.
Yep.
Okay, then we're gonna go 3 and 5.
Thanks.
So then that converts down to 1 and 4. You heal 4 health and 4 strain.
Thank you. That is very helpful. You're the best.
I tried, and I am half knocked out on strain to start the day, but here we are.
All right.
If anyone's really hurting on health still, I do have... Emery pulls out one of the gourds that she has here. You had one of the gourds and you fully used it up, right? At this point.
Yeah.
Okay. I have one gourd left that has three spots left. If my brother's hurt, I would like to give him some.
He's hurt. Yes.
Okay, so now there's two health potions worth left if anybody's like really desperate, but no takers.
Concerned.
So, any chance that we recovered any of our suffocating during the sleep?
No.
Okay.
No, that's
Okay.
good. Yep. It'll take a full long rest to recover. So actually, Ilya recovers.
Hey.
Oh, it's always Ilya, isn't it?
Wait,
So
hold
fancy.
on. You did a short rest check on Ilya because he recovers all strain when he does it because he did a long rest.
Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that he knew that he recovered all strain because he actually got a long rest.
Yeah, he told me that, so then I put all my priority into getting him HP.
Okay. So you guys begrudgingly force yourselves to move your bodies once more.
Except for Ilya.
There is enough light now to navigate. Or not enough light. There's enough stars from the Stellarium for you guys to be able to navigate at this point.
I can.
If you want, you can send a story point to have conveniently gone in the right direction.
I will.
I will spend that story point.
Hell yeah.
We'll all spend all of the story points for that. Best use ever.
Nice. So you conveniently went in the right direction. But I mean, as far as one night goes, it was still very, very slow travel, right? Because it's up through branches and down and around and falling and choking on smoke. You guys push on through the night to try to get farther and farther away from this fire. At which point, you guys, everyone but Ilya, goes without a long rest through the night. So you each suffer half of your total strain threshold, again, minus a, I believe it's a discipline check.
I think it's discipline, yeah.
This is just the wretch session, and I'm here for it. All willpower all day.
Yeah, seriously,
He
dude.
hated it when it was all coordination earlier and stuff.
Right?
Exactly, but willpower.
I hate anything that's not strength.
Is questing over time.
Why aren't we building anything?
Triumph, 2 success, 4 advantage.
A triumph.
See, that's why I haven't done an artificer again.
A triumph, 2 success, and 4 advantage.
Correct.
Triumph, 2 success.
Maybe consider building a firefighting apparatus, Emery.
Okay, so you basically get to you suffer half of your total strain threshold minus 4.
Oh. Yay. Wretch is feeling pretty sleepy.
You also take a damage from not eating last night. However, you can choose to have eaten one of your rations to heal
I
one
did.
instead.
I did subtract a ration.
Thank you. Okay.
I do have
You-
food now.
Real quick, you said half my strain threshold at 15. Does it round up or down?
Always in the player's flavor.
Alright, so 7. Okay. So I'm at 10 out of 15.
Did everyone else follow that logic there? Did they do your rolls?
I got 2 success, 1 advantage.
Okay, so you suffer half your strain threshold, -2.
Okay. Just -2. Okay.
I had to suffer 6 strain.
Jesus.
I am back to where I was with only 2 strain left.
But you didn't pass out and have to be carried.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Feeling great.
So you guys managed to trudge along in this miasma of smoke, staying ahead of the fire, and as time moves forward, you guys eventually collapse, bedding down for the night once more, exhausted as you've ever been. And with that, take a look quick.
So for like the last half hour, I've been looking at my desk clock, forgetting that it didn't get set backwards. I'm like, Josh, it's like 9:30. Why are we still going?
Okay. So that takes. You guys go through that trudge for 2 more days total. So you get 1 more long rest. You can recover everything.
Consume 2 more rations.
Yep. So two more rations. Recover all your strain. For intensive purposes, you recover from your suffocations. So that clears up, and you can recover 2 health if you eat those rations. But you
I have extra rations if people need them.
You have made it out of the great forest fire that was Ambrosia's work camp.
Wow. Sucks to be Ambrosia. It's kind of funny she was giving us all this guff about like not taking her prisoner to that island she wanted, and then her entire city burned down, and it's like, all right, I feel like your priorities were a little off there, lady.
Yeah, but if anything goes the way it usually goes, we'll get blamed for that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could have put out that fire.
It was Wretch. I saw him do it.
God damn it. It was me.
Definitely wasn't the guy who was on fire.
And just walking along the tree.
Didn't notice it. Oh shit. Alright.
Or the guy that threw the fire.
Or
Yeah.
the guy that stabbed a god. I know it wasn't a god, but I still just like that image.
It works.
What god did we stab?
When you dropped your sword down the tree.
Yeah.
And then we all felt a godly presence before that Ankylosaurus thing showed up. And
Yeah.
I was like, is the Ankylosaurus a god?
Hence the
Maybe kinda
confusion
rough.
of me being like, that's not Cinder.
Yeah, I probably should segue that a little bit differently. Okay, so you guys are now here. That little pinkish salmon rectangle.
We're so close to the Bracken Bastion, guys.
That's
Burn it all down.
That's what Wallaby says. Like, I think. So it's, I think I recognize this place. Yes, yes. The Bracken Bastion. Maybe 2 days travel. Just west of here. Sorry, just east of here.
We've been a lot of places. Can I get a TLDR of what we did there?
Bracken Bastion is where you finally killed Bastion, the Tengu, and
Gotcha.
got a headdress made out of it and rendezvoused with all of the Witcher-like Aesawalian friends.
Hey, did we ever go tell that lady that we found her son?
Her husband?
Her
Well,
lover.
Yeah.
No, we didn't go tell her. We also didn't grab Ilya's headdress, nor did
No.
Oh,
I get my
It was
info.
brought to us.
Yeah.
You got your headdress? Okay.
Got the headdress.
I did.
I think you
Well,
got it
let's
from
stop.
Wallaby, actually. I think Wallaby went back.
Okay.
Let's
Well-
stop and say hello. It'd be rude not to.
Do we don't have time.
I don't know that we have time, but
It's on the way.
I do
Is
kind
it?
of want to go there because low key it'd be a great place to just plop my brother. I'm saying that, not Emery.
Nice.
It is on the way. Look at it. It's like
It is.
we go to the right an inch, we go up like half an inch, and we need to be going up and to the right. I mean, it's like right there.
I also
Isn't the Bracken Bastion the enemy territory?
Nah. They
You
love us.
guys, so
they're one of our few friends.
you guys have entered Carnation. Carnation is controlled by the Deerman tribe right now, relatively speaking. Right? So you guys are just, where the Great Fire just happened, that's the battle zone. You guys are in the battle zone where the Deerman turf is pushing up against everyone else's turf. So yes, you're in enemy territory, so to speak. But you've also broke bread with Watandu last before, so like how much your enemies really depends on how observant the Deermen have been to you guys aiding the Flayoon, right? And to how really you navigate that diplomatic situation. They might just shoot you because this is a war zone, but
Mm-hmm.
So the Deermen are those like Witcher hunter people?
no. The Deerman tribe is another band of Wooland. You met Watandu last. He's a pig man, kind of. And he was telling the bug people and telling the dryads, basically like the blood ants. He was like, hey, you guys are causing a lot of shit. Bend the knee to me, and we can all group together and we can push back against the other Wooland tribes. So this is his kind of confederation of all of the outcasts together. The Bracken Bastion is just here.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So the Bracken Bastion is where the Witchers are.
Correct.
Yeah, and the Witchers aren't really like part of the fight as
Yeah.
much as just they happen to be there.
Yeah.
Well, then also, wouldn't that be maybe a good place to stop and be like, hey, where's a safe passage that we don't run into anybody else where we have to figure out if they still like us or not?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, if we have to go through there to get to Lamorne, then I would say we should.
It's either
Just-
that or we cut straight north or west to try to get out of the fighting area as soon as possible. But then, like, what's the light green area? Is that like who owns that? Right? Like,
That's Flayoon down below and Sillin up above, right? So you're technically right now you're in the Picketlands, which is owned by the Sillin, but contesting it on the border with the Deermen. And the Sillin you haven't met yet.
fair.
So you run the risk of running into them or the Deermen as you stay in the Picketlands.
I mean, Wretch would vote Bracken Bastion and get a lay of the land.
I vote Bastion.
All right.
Yeah, we have to go there anyways.
It's a great place for Ollie to go, so we don't have to keep being like, does Ollie die?
Right? Wallaby goes, yeah, I think it would be nice to just take a moment. I have to report back to my colleagues as well. And with that, we'll call it. So a little early tonight, but I think that's just a good spot. So, you guys have survived the Great Fire. You are heading to the Bracken Bastion. You are in Sillin contested Deerman territory. So who knows what you're going to run into in the next 2 days as you attempt to get to the Bracken Bastion.
Looks like we made it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's good.
All right.
So
good
who
job,
had Tarzan on their bingo cards for this session?
That's
Nice.
awesome. Oh, good stuff.
I don't know. I felt like it was a good session. Wretch finally felt like he had some stuff he really wanted to do.
Good.
There we win.
Glad to hear.
He loves falling.
Just so you guys know, if you ever want to follow Bull across treacherous terrain, don't go behind him. He will always break whatever he lands on.
Fair. It's funny.
To be clear for you guys, it is 11 days until the next Twillet. You have one more night of darkness before you can expect to see daylight once more. Albeit light. The 2, 4, 6, 8. That's a couple extra. Okay. Yeah. You're close on time. It'll be close.
How long before I can test some people's crits again?
Well, some people just got crits, I'm pretty sure, right?
I kept my suffocation. No breathing.
Yeah,
Don't
so
give
all
a
the suffocation goes away.
Man, waiting.
Dude, it's so weird. Papa Roach has come up twice for me today. When I got my hair cut, this lady was talking about like one of the best concerts of all time she went to was a Papa Roach concert, and now there's this. And it's like, whoa, I haven't heard of this band in like 10 years, and now twice in a day.
That's super funny.
Good stuff. Yeah, everyone else, everyone's supposed to keep track of their crits, so just let Reg know, and he can try them whenever they come up.
I just feel the call of the hunger, to be honest.
That's a crit, send it.
Didn't you say nobody was feeling the hunger at least momentarily?
Yep, that'll sink back in as we start our next session.
Okay. Good to know.
Okay, so from like 0 to 10, has it sunk back down to 1?
9,
Or
8.
okay, so it's
8,
only gone down 1. Okay.
Sorry.
I'm just trying to figure out how much feeling I should put into my acting.
Yeah, sorry. You get like a day to calm off from all of the fear and fatigue, and then things will zoom back up, so to speak. So,
Gotcha.
all right.
Cool.
Have yourselves a great night, guys, and I'll see you again in 2 weeks.